Hey everyone, Egman here with another video, and not only am I very tired right now, but we have the next set in the Unison Warrior series announced today, very early in the morning, but we're going to talk about it, and let's just go to the video. Definitely just check out the video if you guys want to see the entire thing. It's 5 minutes long, which normally we get like a 2.5 minute video, but we got a lot of details for this one, so if you want to watch all of it yourself, links in the description, but I'm going to pick out the points that I really saw that are really cool, and let's just jump on into it. So I'm not going to play the full video, I'm just going to pick the points, but at like the 107 mark, we got to see some of the new leaders we got. So we've got another Frieza leader, we've got a Janemba leader, we've got a King Piccolo leader, we got our first Turtles leader, and we also have another Slug leader also right there. So he's going to be a green Slug leader, which is really cool. We've been pretty much playing the green Slug leader since set 5, I think it's set 4, right? Crossworlds, right? So set 4. So we've had the same Slug leader for like over 2 years. So it's nice to have another one for him. And then, so that's really exciting to have all these leaders, especially Turtles. Turtles is going to be a really cool leader as well. But not only that, but we got characters like Launch, which I am super excited for. I'm really excited to see what they do for Launch. I wonder if they're going to do something. So, okay, something I noticed. All right. Real quick is that for Launch that they don't have like Awakened on this side. Like normally they have like Awakened here, right? But for Launch they don't have Awakened. They don't have Awaken on the Launch right there. See, they don't have it right here. And so I'm thinking, okay, if you haven't seen the series, this is super speculation, right? But Launch like switches between like the her personalities when she sneezes, right? So there's like a chance to me that like this is a leader that you can bounce back and forth between like Awaken and Unawaken a lot of times. So maybe that's a thing, or it's a wish leader, I don't know. But it doesn't have the Awaken in the part top left here. So that's kind of a sign for me. And then I also kind of spoiled already, but we've got Pycon here as a blue leader as well, so that should be kind of exciting as well, having this leader. See, but look, it has like Awaken right here, right? And we don't have it on the Launch leader, so something's up with Launch. She's something special with her. But we also have Pycon, which I know a lot of people have been kind of asking for, so that should be really exciting as well. And then over here, and we also have a Whis leader as well, which we haven't had since like I think there's like what. Has there been a Whis leader? I don't think there's been a Whis leader. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I don't think there has been one. But yeah, so here's some of the leaders. So Launch, and then also they have corresponding unisons with them. So Launch and Bulma. We've got Majin Buu and Janemba, with Janemba being the leader. We've got Turtles and Raditz, which I'm guessing Raditz is going to be the unison for Turtles. And we also have Whis and Vados, so we'll have a Vados unison there. And then we also have some other leaders. So we've got Deborah. We've got this is Ginyu in Goku's body, because you can at least because it has a scouter there. Pycon, and then we also have, not only do we have like Piccolo, but we also have Frieza with Cell over here. So maybe we'll get some self support. Maybe lucky. We'll see. Frieza already being yellow means that there's some stuff I like about it, and he's got the halo, which means he's probably Universe 7. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as well. But once again, like the leader lineup already is super cool. And definitely, I'm super, honestly, I hope Launch is really cool. I think Launch is going to be something really unique, which I really like. So that's already super exciting for me. And then if we go to, so we also got some new Sin Shenron stuff. We're going to get support for the rest. I honestly know the lore about all these guys, but I know people like Sin Shenron, and it's been a deck that's just been like present for the last 2 sets. So I don't doubt like it's going to be good still. So that's something to talk about. But we also have some new Xenos. So we have Turtle Xenos and Slug Xeno. And guess what? They're both green, so I gotta love them. But these should both be really interesting as well. So there should be some cool stuff here. I really do like the Xeno thing. Like I like Frieza Xeno, and like Majin Buu has also been a really cool Xeno deck as well. So there should be cool things there. We also have the announcement of also Gohanks. Let me see. Oh, it's being dumb. All right. There we go. We have Gohank Xeno and Gogeta Xeno, so these should be some new unisons as well. I'm guessing they're going to be kind of like the Black Saiyan archetypes in a lot of ways, but definitely Gohank's like is a new character. Like they're just dropping like a bunch of new characters in this set, which is really cool to me. They also have a bunch of new of these guys. I don't really know the lore of these guys, so I'm not going to talk about them too much, but like just a bunch of new characters for this game in general should be really, really cool. And then we also have a new mechanic as well in this set. It's called Rejuvenation. So they show it on this Unison card. So Rejuvenate, once per turn if your leader card is green and you remove 4 markers from this card, place 1 card on this card in its owner's drop area, and pay the skill cost, place the top card of your deck in your life. So we get like the first taste of like life regain in this game, which is crazy because this game's like 3 years old, like it's super old, but we finally get it, and it's kind of costly, right? We have to remove 4 markers from this card, and we have to like have a card under here, but for this one it's not too bad. Especially has this activate for 1 green. If your leader card is mono green and your opponent has 7 more cards in their hand, play this card from your hand with a marker on it, and you can't play Unison cards for the turn. So you can just play this for 1, and then also has this activate. Choose 1 card in your hand and place it under this card. You and your opponent draw 1 card, then you choose up to 1 green battle card with the original energy cost of 1 in your hand and play it. I believe we get to see a little bit of this card in a bit. Let me see this card. All right, yeah. So from your hand and play it. At the end of your turn, your opponent chooses up to 1 card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck. So a lot of these cards are interesting because it's hand destruction, but you get hand destruction because you get to put cards in your opponent's hand, which kind of seems a little weird, but it looks really interesting, right? Like the idea that you get effects for having your opponent having enough cards, and then you just discard a bunch of them as well. But we also get a closer look at the new green Lord Slug Leader as well. So it has this effect of, so a couple things. 1, auto when this card attacks you and your opponent draw 1 card. So it's interesting, right? Because your opponent also draws a card, so that's not really good. But if you're swinging on your opponent on like turn 2, you swing, they get up to 7 cards in hand, then you can play like the Piccolo from your hand, and then you can do its like +1 to make them discard a card, so that's fine. Auto if you have 3 or more green energy when you activate a Rejuvenate skill, draw 2 cards and flip this card over. So you can like awaken with this card with like 8 life or so. And then also has like the emergency, when your life is at 4 or less, you and your opponent may draw 1 card, and then you switch up to 2 of your energy active and flip this card over. So really interesting that it's making your opponent draw 1, but like you get to draw 1 and untap 2, so it's really good. And I wonder if like, okay, it's Lord Slug, right? So do these like draw effects not get activated if there's like that yellow Piccolo from the draft box? I can't remember. 1 sec. All right, this is the card I'm thinking about. It's a Slug, not a Piccolo, but it has this bond to when this card's in rest mode, your opponent can't add cards from their deck to their hand using non-leader card skills. So like the Slug Leader, you can't prevent your opponent from drawing 1, but I think your Unison you can prevent them drawing 1, which is kind of interesting. Anyways, looking at the set, so there's 292 cards in all, so almost 300 cards now. Honestly, some of them must be like foil stuff and stuff, so like unique cards, like like functionally unique cards, they're probably like less than 200, but this is a giant set. Like this is really, even for this card game. And we also get these revival packs. So there are up to, I think, 6 cards that are in these packs. 4 of them are reboots, and then 2 of them are reprints. So if we look at these real quick, so looking at the 2 reboots, so they're talking about Broly's Ring and Bergamo. Broly's Ring's from like set 1, and the Bergamo is from the first expansion, or not, like special theme booster, the one. We haven't had a Bergamo leader in such a long time too, especially since he got some new support in the draft box. So we do get these little things here. I haven't read these, so we're gonna read them live. I'm not sure why this is like a really big extra card. I'm not sure if it's like a sideways thing or like it's a half and half. But so I'm not sure why this card is super big. We're probably gonna get like some more explanation for it. But as a permanent, this card is also treated as Broly's Ring in all areas, and cards in your hand can't be discarded by your green Broly leader's card skill, so you can use your OG Broly. And auto, if your leader card is mono green Broly card, when this card is discarded or placed in drop area from a battle area by one of your leader cards or battle card skills, activate this card from the drop area, then up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So like this just helps self awaken everything. Kind of also like goes hand in hand with like the new, like, or not the old, but like the Infinite Saiyan Rare Broly as well. It also has an active main for once per turn for 3 green if your leader card is a mono green Broly. Choose to 1 mono green Broly card with any cost of 6 or less in your hand and play it. So just being able to play like cheat out a Broly later in the game too is really good. Like you can pop this field card when you're not needing it anymore, and you can kind of just go from there. So this seems kind of good. And we also have this Bergamo. So treat Universe 9 cards in all areas if they have no specified cost, which is kind of nice. I'm guessing this permanent's on both sides. But if you have at least 1 Lavender and at least 1 Basil card in play, your opponent's leader card can't attack this card are Unison cards. Not being able to attack Unison cards is really unique, so I think that's a cool effect. And then when this card attacks, draw one card at the end of your turn. Choose to one of your Universe 9 cards at any cost 2 or less in your hand and play it. Wow, just being able to play 2 cost or 9 cost. Sorry, being able to play Universe 9 from your hand with 2 or less at the end of your turn is really, really good. So we're gonna have to see what the front side of this Bergamo is, but this is already like way better than the Bergamo. So like just being able to have like a leader from this reboot is really nice. And like we'll see what the other cards are. I'm still curious why this card is like super big, and if like I'm guessing it's like sideways perhaps. I'm not sure, but it's really unique, this guy. So we got 2 more reboot cards we don't know about, probably 1 more leader and then something else. And we also have 2 reprints, which includes the Super Saiyan 3 Tag Team Son Gohan, which is like a year old. Like can you believe like Draft Box 1 came out a year ago? But like this card's like been expensive ever since, so really good reprint here. And then we'll see another one. But these are all, we'll get this pack from each one of our boxes. And then it's kind of like a dash pack, but instead of being part of like buying from a local store, it's just like the top pack we get for buying boxes anyway. So I think that's kind of nice. 6 cards is like a bit of a large card pool for only getting one of them, but I'm really excited for all these cards. Like these are look really good. And like Bergamo, like if there's like another leader, it's good because you only need 1 leader, right? And everything, but we'll have to see what the other cards here as well. We also have another premium pack, and with them we get 2 of these Sin Shenron, and like they've been like making so much support for this archetype and this leader, so I have no doubt like these might be viable in some set. We also have a Toa deck as well, which should be really interesting. We get a pack with it as well because it's an expert deck, and we get a bunch of cards here. We have a new Toa leader, and we know there's like the Mirror Chain that asks for this kind of stuff, and like there's already like Dark Broly stuff and like the Xeno stuff, and we have like this. I'm pretty sure it's a green-yellow slug as well. So there should be some really cool stuff in these cards as well. I'm guessing this is a 30k Dark Broly as well. And this Unison, I can't really see what the text of these cards are, and I'm not going to zoom in, but maybe someone who can tell me what they do. But these should all be really exciting. We got some Frieza stuff and some Majin Buu, and they're all Xeno too, so like there's some potential for that kind of Xeno archetype as well. And there's what Mecha Frieza at the backside. We also have it says so in the video, but we also get some SR reprints in this expert deck as well, so that should be really exciting also. And then we have, let's see, what else do we got? We have we have like the big announcement. So we get Mecha Frieza back. So we're getting a reboot of Mecha Frieza, which I'm super excited for. I thought it was really weird that Mecha Frieza didn't get a reprint in like the errata set, and it must be because they're reprinting this Mecha Frieza. And so I'm pretty sure this is going to be really similar to how like the Super Saiyan God Son Goku got rebooted in a lot of ways. But I've been playing with the Mecha Frieza leader for a bit, just testing it out also. So it's going to be really interesting as well. And it's going to have a Metacooler Unison that pairs up with it. So maybe it'll have an effect like, I have no idea, right? But maybe they'll have an effect like if you have like a 2-drop yellow Unison on the board, like once per turn you can do like your extra card stuff and everything. But I'm really excited to see what this leader does. And there's just like a bunch of good, generic yellow cards, especially since the draft box got a bunch of new like yellow extra cards that would be awesome to play for free in a lot of ways. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of this leader as well. And then also we get this pre-release special box promotion pack. So if you buy a box during the pre-release, you also get this pack, and this pack has a super rare R and SPR from the set. So like I think a lot of people, myself included, really like the super rare we got with the set 10 box as well. So being able to just get a free super rare just for buying a box on pre-release day, I think is a really nice offering right there. There's also going to be store championships for this as well. And lastly, it looks like this is going to be releasing in January. So a lot of info, but honestly, I'm so excited for this. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of new cards, a lot of new, like Rejuvenation looks like a really unique mechanic as well. And just being able to, like the super rares look good, some reboot cards look good. Like I want to play with Mecha Frieza. Like I literally have a Mecha Frieza list I've been working on for the last couple weeks, and I haven't released it yet. And now that we have this reboot leader, I'm not sure if I will yet, but I think Mecha Frieza in general could have like a lot of potential. So if we're able to have like a really cool leader that is like a modern version of Mecha Frieza, I think there's potential for him as well. But I don't really know what else to say. I'm excited for all this stuff. This is a really nice surprise for them to drop on us, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what comes out of the set. It looks really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff, and like this, like Series 11 was awesome. Series 10 was awesome. So I think Bandai's really in their groove with these last couple sets. So I'm excited to see what these changes are. But that's it for me. Let me know what I missed from this video. Let me know what you're excited for from series, Unison Warrior Series 3, and I'll catch you all next time.